to have you with us from Davis-Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis-Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Pulls it, fired, complete. Oh, he's got some space. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Brown wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game one, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbells ringing on this third down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And the third down pass is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Bothwell. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Cobb. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds his target. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand, they're blitzing, they're coming. See it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
This is a designed run. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season, man. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Quarterback keeps it. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how...
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
That last play is the epitome of why you have to have a short-term memory. Just forget about that one. Brown will throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Connection to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. They'll start on the ground with Buck. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll move the wide receiver. Taylor wants to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to hit the out route to the perimeter of the field. It's a good route by the wide receiver. He just drops the ball.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great timing there in the curl route by the QB. Gets it out early, and against zone coverage, because he gets it to his receiver so quick, he's able to turn it up and get the first down.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just going to keep it after the snap. Turning it on. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldog.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 2nd and long here. Brown wants to pass. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Snap to the back. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football. That's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 3rd and 6, so now probably a passing situation.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Johnson. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Shakes off the defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So close to cashing it in for this offense. Using his feet. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback changing the play. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Taylor wants to throw it. Rushes on, and the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
And this one is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Running inside, it's Cobb. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
They give it back to him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
The quick game. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Tigers want to move quickly.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Straight ahead, it's Cobb. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Lost to throw on first. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
On the move. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Play action on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Brown wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to take off. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the fifth...
Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the number 5 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's Oklahoma State with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Taylor wants to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
3rd and long coming up. Quarterback will keep it. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Back to pass on second down. Out wide left, it's Evans. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
Now give it to Fluff. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Taylor wants to throw it. Looking down the middle. Holds on, it's Evans. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Really nice timing, and that's a very accurate throw by the quarterback. There was not a big window. He's throwing the in-breaking route. It's coming from his left, and he's got to fit that football into a really tight space where his guy can make the catch. Very confident throw that time by the QB.
Quick give. It's Evans. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
You know, timing's so critical for the offense in those types of situations. Third down in the red zone, you know these windows are small to throw into, so you're just going to have to make a physical catch, knowing that you're going to get hit. The receiver just couldn't come up with it.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. It's now a one-point game, 14-13. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Brown will throw it. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down to the air. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. Right side, it's Cobb. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the 2nd half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the 2nd half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Direct snap. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now on the move. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Taylor wants to throw. It's complete to the left. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check down throw to the running back.
Now give it to Fluff. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football. But when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Calls his own number. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat. And right now, he's given this defense all they can handle.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Long way to go on second down. Looking to throw. Look out! Hit as he throws. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Oftentimes defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He wants to take the top off. He's got it way down the field. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top on second down. The sure hands, it's Nimrod. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Singleton. Could not make his way to the corner.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They want to throw it. Left side, it's Nimrod. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Swamped immediately.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Second down, gonna throw it. Turns up, it's Cobb. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Shotgun snap on third down. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
And as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
He caught it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
What a big play in the fourth quarter when you're trailing and you need it. You really needed to get a first down here. Nice job by the quarterback, making the pass, getting the first down.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. A designed run for the quarterback. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They'll start on the ground with Trump Bothwell. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Bluff Bothwell again. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be third and short from their own 33.
Ready. Blue 85. Blue 85. Red 20 hot.
Taylor wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide left, it's Coleman Williams. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of the big play coming on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just barely got rid of it.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Finds a crease, it's Cobb. Not much there, picks up a couple to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cobb. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to them, let them break tackles, let them make plays. Easy decision.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Auburn lines up quickly.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Kane. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
The run inside. It's Cobb. They were all over it.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last two plays.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Kane. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. They put the brakes on it. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And the field goal unit is on the field. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. And it's good. The game winner.